and all of a sudden it pretty much, this fog just gets denser and denser, and you can barely see, and it actually gets to the point where it gets pretty dark. And as you're going along, you can kind of huddle together and still sort of stay on the path, but it's a little difficult. But eventually the fog, there's a chill breeze blows through, and the fog sort of dissipates, and suddenly you guys have essentially wandered into a giant pumpkin patch and are traveling sort of along a path within the pumpkin patch.
Like, when you say giant pumpkin patch,
Interesting.
do you mean a really big pumpkin patch or a giant pumpkin
Giant pumpkins,
patch?
but it is also a large patch. So a little bit of both.
Needed to be to accommodate the giant pumpkins.
Yes. And so, as you are walking along, eventually, kind of wondering, how the heck did we get here?
Yeah, especially since Hayev has dark vision, so he was like, gentlemen, this is strange.
Indeed. And it actually, I should mention also, it did get, it is now, like, early nighttime. It is, in the evening. And the sun is pretty much set, which is odd because it is too early for the sun to be setting.
You said we're in a pumpkin patch, but we can't really see much because of the fog. Is there anything else in the surrounding area that we can see?
It looks like there's sort of some lights of a town up ahead. Although the path kind of twists and turns a little bit, so you can't see directly to there. And you hear from ahead of you. Actually, why don't you guys give me some perception checks for hearing?
Sure.
Alright, give me a second. This is probably the first time I'm using the inbuilt Roll20 character sheet for 50.
Okay, yep, no problem. All right.
So we're basically all blind and deaf except for Chris.
Apparently. All right. So
I see everything. No.
So Alex, there, or Chris, or however you want to do it. You hear from sort of up ahead the sound of a cart coming towards you, and some heavy hoof falls.
Like how far off ahead of us?
Maybe 50 feet, just right around. The path kind of curves to the right, not far ahead of you, and it's kind of coming up from around a giant pumpkin.
I put my hand up to the rest of the party. And
all right.
Like, wait a sec.
What is it?
All right.
There's someone coming.
Coming. Well, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I know what I'm gonna do, and with that I'm trying to find a place to cover and hide myself, because I'm the freaking rogue.
Yep. All right,
I'm just
and you
gonna
get
get out of the way of the road to let it pass.
all right. Yeah, and if you guys want, you can easily find a large pumpkin to jump behind and to sort of hide yourself from. And so who's Alex and Eilish, are you guys are staying on the path then? Just so I know who's where.
I kind of want to. I want to stay on the path, but like off to the side, so I'm not like just standing in the middle, like I'm trying to,
Okay.
like I'm waiting to beat someone's face in.
Right.
I just kind of want to stand off to the side,
Realize I'm in the
but
wrong layer.
visible.
Okay. All right. So, as you may have seen, I thought I was in the GM layer. I was in the map layer. You see a pair of oxen. They look pretty much pure white and are covered in blue blankets each, pulling a large cart. And this cart is sort of not one you would expect maybe to see in the middle of a pumpkin patch. It's more of have any of you guys seen Van Helsing, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that the cart that they were in that is that lit on fire at one point, and there's that big chase scene through the woods when the vampires were sort of coming down and
Yeah, the kind of stagecoachy thing.
yeah, more like a stagecoach, yeah. So yeah, covered sort of stagecoach. So the two oxen are pulling one of those, and then there's a man sitting on the front, dressed in essentially brown linen with kind of just like what you see there, like a pot helm on top of it. Oh, all right. And you recognize it as Scarecrow. And when he sees you, he pretty much comes up to a halt and looks around at you all and says in a raspy voice, "You're out past curfew. Get in the cart." And he pulls a lever that's sitting next to him, and the doors of the back open up.
Okay, seeing that he didn't attack us from the start, I step out my hiding place. I just like scratch my head and I look at the others. What?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna introduce myself. Good evening, good sir. I'm afraid we don't know what you're talking about. We are just travelers who got lost on the road.
There's nobody out past sundown in the Baron's land. Get in the cart or pay.
Well, we certainly don't want to cause any trouble, though. We are merely just passing through.
Yes, we can just go. We can see the lights from the village, right?
Yeah, you can see, lights up ahead, yep.
Okay, then I'll just ask everyone in character, why don't we just go to the village and get some place to sleep?
The Scarecrow
Sounds like a good idea.
pretty much says, you're not going to the village on your own. You're coming with me. And starts to get off the cart.
Do I see that the Scarecrow, is he armed with something?
He's got not with like weapons per se, but he does have some scary long looking claw finger hands deal type thing.
I say the group, well, maybe we should go with him. We obviously don't want to cause any trouble.
But do you really want to get inside the shady-looking thing? Yes.
What's the worst that can happen?
All of us dead.
Alex says with kind of like half serious.
Uh, Remind me quickly, like in 5th edition, if you want to like get the feel of somebody, like in Pathfinder, I know you roll sense motive, so here is it
Um,
investigation or
right.
insight? No, wait, no insight. Yes, I don't know which one. Basically, what I'm trying to get is there chance for me or the others to like get a feel of this guy creature? Like, do we get the feeling, okay, this guy will kill us when we go with
Is
him?
Yeah, that's
is he
insight.
making my paladin spider sense tingle?
Oh
The
yeah.
divine sense.
Oh yeah. This
So
thing
this guy's
is.
majorly evil.
Oh, definitely. And there is something else in the area too that is evil.
Within the 60 feet.
Yep.
Is it coming from the pumpkins or from the trail or from the fog itself?
The
Do I know?
oxen actually.
So the ox and him are making my spider sense tingle.
Yep.
I'm gonna inform the rest of the group of the evil that is about us as I calmly stand between them and the scarecrow.
Okay, paladin guy, not going with the evil scarecrow, and obviously I take a few steps back. I wasn't even that close in the first place, but I'm keeping on the second line because I think I will mostly be fighting with a ranged weapon, just so you know, dear party.
Yep. So, at that point, the skeleton, you could see, or not skeleton, scarecrow, kind of shrugs a little bit and essentially whispers a command, or says a command in some strange language to the oxen, and the oxen sort of slough off the those blankets that were on them and stand up on their rear legs, and these you now recognize were not oxen to begin with, but actually minotaur skeletons that will now charge. Yeah. Uh, so why don't we roll initiative then?
Alrighty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's see if we can get rid of.
Initiative Master 5.
12, not bad.
Let's see. Turn. All right, 1 second here. So I'm not going to be running this one like super tight to the grid here, but you can sort of, I'll take off the snap to grid. You can kind of just generally arrange yourselves if you want.
Am I supposed to be looking at Tiamat still?
Yeah, this is just kind of the
Okay.
My sort of default screen that I've got set up that I use for skill challenges.
I'm just new to Roll20 and I wasn't sure.
Yep. Yeah, it's maybe not the most ideal, but it was more as a sort of platform to. Oh wow, that's did not roll well. All right. And then we will arrange ascending.
So
All
in
right.
terms of placing ourselves, I believe the paladin will be up front.
Yes.
I'm
Yep.
somewhere in the back line, definitely not on the front lines.
Okay.
I don't know. I was kind of like over here on the side of the path.
Yep. So I can sort of.
Oh right, because I stepped
Like
from
the
behind
path is
hiding
sort of
place.
going like that. So. Okay. All right, Alice, you can go first.
I'm just gonna start wailing on the Minotaur skeleton closest to me.
Okay. So we'll say that's Minotaur Skeleton 2.
I've never dual wielded
Okay.
before.
All right. So with the dual wielding, since Alice doesn't have the actual like dual wield trait,
Mm-hmm.
she attacks with both like normal. Only gets the strength bonus on the damage for the second one.
Gotcha.